जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी। गोपी जनावल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जनावल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजन। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जनरंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रमा। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रमा। जय गौरनीताय जय गौरनीताय जय गौरानी। जय गौरनीताय जय गौरनीताय जय गौरनीताय जय गौरनीताय। जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव। जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज। जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा। जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा। जय श्रीपादा जय श्रीपादा जय श्रीपादा जय श्रीपादा। जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव। जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव। Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Radha Madhav ki jai, Jai Shloka Maharaj ki jai. We will sing another song. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath Swami, Jai Jagannath, Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath Swami, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath Swami, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath Swami, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Start.
Om
Yeah.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayam Mudire
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी.
Bhakti Bhavati Naistaki.
Welcome everyone. So today we are continuing the beautiful routine of this Bhagavatam sharing, and today we are going to start with shloka number 26 of chapter 10 from canto 8. Oh, you're already sharing, huh? Okay, so Tasyasan sarvato deva
Tasyan San Sarvato Deva
nanavaha dhvaja yudha
Nana Vaha Dvajayuda
lokpalah sahaganer
Lokapala Sagane
va oh, vayav agni varunadayaha.
Vayu Agni Varunadaya.
Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Surrounding Lord Indra, King of Heaven, were the demigods seated on various types of vehicles and decorated with flags and weapons. Present among them were Vayu, Agni, Varuna, and other rulers of various planets along with their associates. Next, please. Go to Shloka. ते अन्योन्यम् अभिसंस्तृत्य क्षिपन्तो मर्मभिर्मिथः आह अहयन्तो विशन्तोऽग्रे युयुधुर्द्वन्द्वयोधिनः. Translation. The demigods and demons came before each other and reproached one another with words piercing to the heart. Then they drew near and began fighting face to face in pairs. Next. युयोध बलिरिन्द्रेण तारकेण गुः अस्यत् वरुणो हेतिना युध्यन् मित्रो राजन् प्रहेतिना. O king, Maharaj Bali fought with Indra, Kartikeya with Taraka, Varuna with Heti, and Mitra with Praheti. यमस्तु कालनाभेन विश्वकर्मामयेन वै शम्बरो युयुधे त्वष्ट्रा सवित्रा तु विरोचनः. Yamraj fought with Kalanabha, Vishwakarma with Mayadanava, Twashta with Shambara, and the sun god with Virochana. Aparajitena Namachil
Oh.
Ashwino Vrisha Parvana Suryo Bali Suter Devo Bana Jeshthe Shatena Cha Rahuna Cha Tatha Somaha Pulomna Yuyudhe Anilaha Nishumbha Shumbhayor Devi Bhadrakali Taraswini. Next. Sorry, translation. The demigod Aparajita fought with Namuchi, and the two Ashwini Kumara brothers fought with Vrishparva. The sun god fought with the 100 sons of Maharaj Bali, headed by Bana, and the moon god fought with Rahu. The demigod controlling air fought with Puloma, and Shumba and Nishumba fought the supremely powerful material energy, Durga Devi, who is called Bhadrakali, supreme powerful material Durga Devi. Next. वृषाकपिस्तो जम्भेन महिषेन विभावसुः इलवलः सह वातापि ब्रह्मपुत्रैररिन्दमा कामद कामदेवेन दुर्मर्ष उत्कलो मातृभिः सह बृहस्पतिश्चो चो चोष्णसा नरकेण शनैश्चरः मरुतो निवातकवचः काल्यैर्वसवो अमरः विश्वे देवास्तु पौलोमय रुद्रः क्रोधो वशः सः. O Maharaj Parikshit, suppressor of enemies, Arindama, Lord Shiva fought with Jambha and Vibhavasu fought with Mahishasura. Iluvala, along with his brother Vatapi, fought the sons of Lord Brahma. Durmarsha fought with Cupid, the demon Utkala with the Matrika demigoddesses, Brihaspati with Shukracharya, and Shanashchara with Narakasura. The Maruts fought Nivatakavachas, Nivatakavachan. The Vasus fought the Kalikya demons. The Vishwadeva demigods fought the Poluma demon, Polama, and the Rudras fought the Krodhavasha demons, who were victims of anger. Krodhavasha, Krodhavasha. त एवम् आजव असुरः सुरेन्द्र द्वन्द्वेन संहत्य च युध्यमाना अन्योन्यम् आसाद्य निजघ् निजघ्नुर्ओजसा जिगीषवस्तीक्ष्ण शरसि तोमरहे. All of these demigods and demons assembled on the battlefield with a fighting spirit and attacked one another with great strength. All of them desiring victory, they fought in pairs, hitting one another severely with sharpened arrows, swords, and lances. Next. वसुंडुबिस चक्र गदर्ष्टि पत्तिशः शक्ति उल्मुखे प्राशावधैरपि निस्त्रिंशभल्लः परित्यः समुद्ग्रः सभिन्द्रिपालैश्च शिरांसि चिच्छिदुः. तो के नाम है शायद. They severed one another's heads using weapons like pushundis, chakras, clubs, rishtis, patishas, shaktis, ulmukas, prashas, parashvadhas, nistrimshas, lances, parighas, mudgaras, and bhindipalas. Gajas turangaha sarthaः पदातयः सारोहवाः विविधा विखण्डिताः निकृत्तबाहुरुशिरोधराङ्घ्रय छिन्न ध्वज ध्वजेश्वास तनुत्र भूषणः. The elephants, horses, chariots, charioteers, infantry, soldiers, and various kinds of carriers, along with their riders, they were slashed to pieces. The arms, thighs, necks, and legs of the soldiers were severed, and their flags, bows, armor, and ornaments were torn apart. Last look of the day next. तेषां पदाघात रथाङ्गचूर्णितात् आयोधनाद् उल्बण उत्थितस्तदा रेणुर्दिशः खं द्युमणिं च छादयन् न्यवर्ता श्रुतिभिः परिप्लुतात्. Can someone recite the last sloka?
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
तेषां पदाघात रथाङ्गचूर्णितात्
तेषां पदाघात रथाङ्गचूर्णितात्
आयोधनात् उल्बण उत्थितास्तदा
आयोधनादुल्बण उत्थितस्तदा
रेणुर्दिशाखं घूर्मणि च छादयन्
रेणुर्दिशः खं द्युमणिं च छादयन्
न्यवर्तताश्रीश्रुतिभिः परिप्लुतात्.
न्यवर्तताश्रितश्रुतिभिः परिप्लुतात्. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Because of the impact on the ground of the legs of the demons and demigods and the wheels of the chariots, particles of dust flew violently into the sky and made a dust cloud that covered all directions of outer space as far as the sun. When the particles of dust were followed by drops of blood being sprinkled all over space, the dust cloud could no longer float in the sky. What? The cloud of dust covered the entire horizon, but when drops of blood sprayed up as far as the sun, the dust cloud could no longer float in the sky. A point to be observed here is that although the blood is stated to have reached the sun, it is not said to have reached the moon. Apparently, therefore, as stated elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam, the sun, not the moon, is the planet nearest the earth. We have already discussed this point in many places. The sun is first, then the moon, then Mars, Jupiter, and so on. The sun is supposed to be 93 million miles, right? 93 million miles above the surface of the earth. And from Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand that the moon is 1.6 million miles above the sun. Therefore, the distance between the earth and the moon would be about 95 million miles. So if a space capsule were traveling at a speed of 18,000 miles per hour, how could it reach the moon in 4 days? At that speed, going to the moon would take at least 7 months. That space capsule on a moon excursion has reached the moon in 4 days is therefore impossible. So Prabhupada is saying that space capsule reaching the moon in 4 days is impossible, but reaching in 7 months is not impossible. Thank you so much. Jai Om Gyantimirandasya Gyananjan Salakya Chakshurunimilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Sarupdamodar Swami Nityanamine Namasada Bhaktamanaya Manipurut Bhavaya Cha Prabhupala Sadvani Prachara Niratayate Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Please bless me, Hare Krishna, everyone. So these slokas are basically all information packed. So the last sloka, Srila Prabhupada ji has written in the purport that the sun is nearer to us than moon, but in terms of height only. According to Vedic cosmology, the sun is vertically nearer, but horizontally it is far. Moon is horizontally nearer, but vertically it is, vertically it is far, but horizontally it is near. Every planet has got X and Y coordinates. So X, it means the horizontal coordinate of moon is lesser than that of sun, but the vertical coordinate Y of moon is much higher. How much? 1.6 million higher than that of the sun. So therefore, moon is farther. The moon is farther means pretty much like this 30,000 square feet or 3,000 square feet above Earth, or 10,000 feet above Earth, is much nearer to the distance between here till America. But going to America is so much easier than, you know, going above, because we cannot fly. Are you understanding my point? So even though it is nearer, but it is still far. So therefore, moon is nearer in terms of horizon, horizontal coordinates, but it is still far. That way we should understand. So how much time did it take for the Chandrayaan to reach moon? Can someone help me? It took 6 months now. It means the space capsule can reach there. They have reached, but moon is moon is far. Okay, so here some informations are given about the various demigoddesses, demigods and demons. They are fighting with one another. ये सब के सब सुर और असुर जो हैं ये जानी दुश्मन है एक दूसरे के. Since eternity, their स्वभाव is like that. They are inimical since eternity. The two classes, namely demons and demigods, they are since eternity inimical. Like how since eternity the class lion is inimical to the class deer. I mean, they have enmity. Enmity in the sense, obviously, the lion does not hate the deer, but the course of action has been decided in the constitution of this material world like this. Similarly, the demons and the demigods, their enmity is not the result of their free will, or I mean, they have not chosen the enmity. It's designed like that in this material world. Demons and demigods are very envious, especially the demons are really very envious. And the demigods also hate demons. But the demigods, they are surrendered to Krishna, and demons are not. In fact, that's a very definition of demons. The lack of surrender means demonic attitude. Because they are not surrendered to uh, Krishna, they always lose. And whenever there is a momentary gain also, that time also we should understand it is not going to remain there forever. Demigods, on the other hand, are always surrendered to Krishna. Even though the Amrit has come out, but they have not forsaken the surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. Very important. When Guru Maharaj Ji gives us the service, there are two categories of outputs which are expected out of us from that service. The number one is the physical output. The physical output means like which is visible, temple or publications or audience or Lakshmi. These are physical output which we can quantify. The second output is that of the character. A disciple को जब गुरु महाराज कोई सेवा देते हैं तो in that the second output is that of attitude, humility, right? Our respect to God brothers and God uncles and other devotees. So that output is the real output. One may be getting a former output that is very easy to get, lot of Lakshmi, lot of this and that, like Amrit. Amrit is the first kind of output. So we can get them very easily. But the second output, the humility and attitude, you know, that is something which requires a great deal of care. So uh, we should not be arrogant. We should not be arrogant. We should never bypass our God brothers. We should understand like how it is not recommended to serve Krishna directly, but rather through some representative of Krishna. And that only is the definition of direct service to Krishna. The more indirect we are, the more direct we shall be. And since the position of Guru Maharaj is even higher than that of Krishna, so the attitude here would mean that we also should not rush because of our over eagerness to keep only, getting direct instructions from our Guru Maharaj and giving bitter snubs to our God brothers and other devotees. That is the attitude. Like how we cannot serve Krishna directly, we cannot serve Guru Maharaj also directly. Someone saying that I will take instruction from my Guru Maharaj, you only don't come between me and my Guru Maharaj. That is a fall down of attitude. Guru Maharaj will never appreciate the service. Guru Maharaj, if we want to serve our Guru Maharaj, we want to give the best. So we should understand that I am not capable to give the best. I have to work in team. I have to take blessings from other devotees. I have to take guidance from them. I have to, so that the best can come out in the form of first output. And this way our attitude, the second output, the real output also is ascertained, assertively, it is fixed. So that the demigods, even though they got Amrit, they maintain the right attitude. On the other hand, those wicked asuras, they snatched Amrit. First me, first me. I'll take instruction from my Guru Maharaj. That kind of attitude, we have to. So first me, let us snatch it from Dhanvantri. And this is a very third class attitude. They were just fighting among one another only. That's a great deal of difference. Also, after getting Amrit, it was not easy for demigods. They had to fight with the demons. So much fighting is going on. So much fighting is going on. Fighting seems to be an eternal, essential principle in this material world. Actually, fighting is in this material world. Fighting is inevitable. So the demigods, they are fighting. They have to fight. They have to fight it out. They have got the Amrit. They have tasted the Amrit, but that does not mean that their struggle is over. So some names are given here. The names are, let's say, there are stories you might be actually knowing actually. है ना? तो इसमें से इनका नाम आया है, क्या नाम है ये? हाँ, Ilavala and Vatapi. Do you know the story of Ilavala and Vatapi and how they were killed by Agastya Muni? Anyone can guess? Whosoever will share, he will get prasad. Okay, it means only I have to tell. So these two wicked brothers, they will do. They had a very sadist way of killing people. They would invite people, and one of these brothers, he would hide in the bhojan, and the bhojan will be offered to the guest, and the Ilavala will shout out, Vatapi, come out! And Vatapi would come out, tearing apart the stomach of that guest, killing him. So in this way, they enjoyed like this. That was their fun time, killing people so mercilessly. So Agast Muni came to know about this nuisance created by these two wicked demons. So Agast Muni crossed that way, and these two demons invited Agast Muni, not realizing, in not having the slightest hint of his greatness. So they offered food to Agast Muni, and Vatapi hid in the food. Agast Muni had the food, but Agast Muni quickly digested and absorbed the food along with Vatapi. So Agast Muni is Muni, his Agni, everyone has got a digestive fire. So the digestive fire in the stomach of Agast Muni became very enormous. Immediately, for us, it takes time, a good 8 to 9 hours, in more than that, to digest something, especially grains. So, but Agast Muni could immediately consume Vatapi. And when Illavala shouted out, Vatapi come out, Vatapi did not come out. So Agast Muni said, I actually already devoured him. So then Illavala became angry and he attacked Vasamuni. Vasamuni killed him. In this way, they were both killed. Then there is this mention that Durmarsha fought with Cupid. So this Cupid, we should understand, is another Cupid, because the former Cupid was burnt to ashes by Lord Shiva when he foolishly tried to agitate Lord Shiva's mind. He was killed. Mata Sati, after having immolated herself in the fire because of the insults heard by her father Daksha, she could not bear the insults, the insulting words for her husband, Lord Shiva. So she immolated herself. So Bhagavan Shankar then gave punishment, and when Mata Sati was gone, so Bhagavan Shankar became very much despaired, distraught, and he sat in Samadhi. So there was this demon Tarakasur, who is also mentioned in one of the shlokas here today. So that demon had got the boon from Brahma. He knew that Shankarji is sitting in Samadhi, so he will never come out. He is in great grief. So he took the boon from Brahmaji. Brahmaji, give me the boon that the son of Lord Shiva only shall be able to kill me. I should not be dying from anyone's hand. Brahmaji said, okay. So the demigods were trying to bring Shankarji out of the Samadhi so that he can remarry, he can procreate children, and that child can kill Tarakasur. But Shankarji was not coming out of Samadhi. So then Kamadev said, I will go and get the Samadhi because I am expert in that. So Kamadevji foolishly underestimated the greatness of Lord Shiva. So he fired his Kamban. And Lord Shiva opened his third eye and burned him to ashes. So Mata Rati, she came crying. She is the wife of Kamdev. And then Shankarji told that in Dwapar Yuga, this Kamdeva will be born as the Ansh of Pradyumna. So Pradyumna is the son of Krishna, and Kamdev is reborn as Pradyumna. Then Matarati got him back like that. But this Cupid who is fighting now is a secondary Cupid. Okay, so please remember this. Brihaspati is fighting with Shukracharya. Shaneshchara is fighting with Narkasura. Who is Narkasura? Narkasur was killed by Bhagwan Krishna. It is in 10th canto. Narkasur is actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in somewhere that even though Narkasur is my son, Narkasur was Krishna's son. How was Narkasur Krishna's son? He was a son of Krishna. How? Because when Bhagwan Varaha, he was lifting Mother Earth. So because of the contact of the transcendental body of Bhagwan Varaha and Mother Earth conceived. She was impregnated. And then a child was this demon called as Narkasur, who was again very great nuisance to the world. So Bhagwan Krishna killed Narkasur. So Bhagwan Chaitanya Prabhuji is said that for dharma, I will not hesitate. I did not hesitate to kill my own son. In this way, there is one mention I am remembering, where I don't know. Okay, the Maruts fought Nivat Kavacha. So the Nivat Kavacha and Maruts, the story of Maruts we remember. These Maruts are the sons of Diti Mata. Diti Mata, being very angry, upset with Indra, she followed one vrata as enjoined, as instructed by her husband Kashyap Muni. And she was following, and she was impregnated also. She was having a baby inside. But Indra, he chopped the body of that baby into how much? 49 pieces. 48 pieces. 48 pieces, and the former one, 49 pieces. They were crying when they saw Indra doing this. So Indra says, Maruta, Maruta, don't cry, don't cry. So they became Maruta. And these Marutsa were actually, ultimately, even though Mata Diti had taken a vow, the vow that she was following was to annihilate Indra, but because she was following worship of Vishnu, her heart actually became very soft. All the envy, it flew away, and the sons of hers, Marut, they actually became friends of Indra. And Nivata Kavacha, these demons who are mentioned here, they fought. Ultimately, they were killed by whom? They were actually killed by Arjuna. When Arjuna went to Swarga to acquire Shastra from there. So when Arjuna was going, so a chariot came from heaven. Matali was the chariot driver. Matali was taking Arjuna all the way from earthly planet to the heavenly planet. And throughout that ride, Arjuna was sitting very steadily. So Matali said, I am really very, very much surprised that even Lord Indra also could not sit steadily. Generally, whenever we are in the train or in the car or in the automobile, generally we shake, right? But Arjuna was sitting there very steadily. He was not at all moving. So that kind of Matali found it really very wonderful. It's really very great wonder that you are able to sit like it, even though I'm driving at such a great speed, but you are just so much fixated. Then Arjuna went to the heaven. He was very well received by his father. Indra is like his father. And then Indra told him to annihilate his Nivat Kavacha demons. Nivat Kavacha is actually an army, is actually a group of demons. They are all called Nivat Kavachas. So once again, Matali became the chariot driver. Arjuna went alone, and single-handedly Arjuna killed all those Nivat Kavacha demons. So Matali once again remarked that it's really so wonderful that you have killed them single-handedly. The demigods could not do that ever. So this was the second wonder to Matali. But the third wonder was the high highlight. It was the epitome of all the wonders. What was that wonder? When Urvashi, you know, she became enticed by the handsome physique of Arjuna. So she wanted to have union with Arjuna. Arjuna said, "No, you are like my mother. I cannot even think like this." So this is the greatest wonder. And Acharyas are saying that this proves that Arjuna is actually not from this material world. Because no one in this material world has got guts enough or strength enough. Like a clock tower. No one in this material world has got enough strength or purity to say no to the advances of Urvashi. Because Arjuna could do that, which testifies that Arjuna is not from this material world. So this was the third wonder, and this is the greatest of all wonders. All right, and okay, so maybe 2-3 more minutes. So here the sun god is fighting with both the father as well as the sons of Maharaj Bali, headed by Banasur. Banasur is the son of Bali Maharaj. Lord Narsimha Dev, he gave a boon to Prahlad Maharaj that I will not be killing anyone in your generation. So Lord Narsimha Dev did not kill Banasur. Banasur is the son of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj's son is Virochana. Virochana's son is Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj's son is Banasur. So this Banasur was a devotee of was a devotee of Lord Shiva. And his daughter Usha kidnapped Aniruddha. So he kind of kept Aniruddha in captive. So Dwarikavasis came to know about this, and Bhagwan Krishna went with his army to have a fight with Banasur. But Shankar Bhagwan joined Banasur. So Shankar Bhagwan, Bhadrakali, Kartikeya, they were actually fighting against Krishna. Here they are fighting with demigods. There they were actually fighting against. Here they are fighting on the side of demigods, they are fighting with demons, but they are on the side of demigods. But there actually they fought with Krishna. So, but Krishna, you know, conquered all of them, even Lord Shiva and Banasur. The 1,000 hands of Banasur, Lord Shiva chopped those hands, except two. 998 hands were chopped off by the Sudarshan Chakra. And Lord Krishna did not kill. Krishna chopped off the hands of Banasur. He did not kill Banasur because that was a promise given to Prahlad Maharaj. So this is all the information. So I like to conclude saying this, that once again, that the attitude is a real output, right? attitude to our Guru Maharaj's service, attitude to our God brothers. That is really very, very important. Very important. One who is rushing to serve his Guru Maharaj, thinking that he's why does he think like that? He thinks that he's the most eligible candidate to receive direct instructions from his Guru Maharaj and will not listen to anyone. So that attitude, that service, he's not doing service to Guru Maharaj, he's actually doing disservice to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj will not appreciate his mood, even though he may be showing millions of output. But this wealth of attitude and humility, that is a real wealth. If it is not there, this wealth is not there, then Guru Maharaj will not be pleased. Yes, prasad, the Bhagavad Prasad. He will not be pleased, Krishna will not be pleased. So at no point of time we should think that I am eligible to get instructions from. You can get instructions from Guru Maharaj, but you have to got to work in team. Work in team, you know. And this childish behavior, actually, in some of the adults, it remains even there, even though they may be 50 or 60 years old. It remains there with them. Why only them? Why not me? I'm also disciple of Guru Maharaj. So this is actually a mood which is detrimental. It's not appreciated by Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. I'll stop here now.
Hare Krishna.
Ah,
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for the lecture. So now we'll take the questions from our devotees. If any devotee has any question, please come forward. I have one question, Prabhuji. So what made Arjuna means that much stable at the time of Urvasi? Means he's also Kshatriya means, but what made him to be much stable and at that time?
so Krishna says, one who tastes the Uttam Rasa, he does not find taste in these Tuchya Rasa, lusty desires. Arjuna is a Nitya Parshad of Krishna. The mellows of Shuddha Krishna Bhakti, Rati, is flowing incessantly in his heart. He is already immersed in the Krishna Bhakti Rasa. So for such Arjuna and all the Pandavas, these lusty feelings, these feelings are tuch. Tuch means insignificant, tasteless, distasteful. That is the idea. Uttam Rasa. Krishna Rati. That is the only way to fight out this last snare, almost last snare of the lusty temptations. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji.
So as long as we are far from Rati, we are definitely far from Rati. We should never, trust our senses. We should never think that we have conquered the lust. No. We have to be very carefully following the Vidhi Vidhan with great humility. Acha, one more thing. Generally, in some devotees also, initially, neophyte devotees, it is seen that initially they are with great vigor and enthusiasm, and they are able to kind of protect themselves from these temptations. But ultimately, sometimes most of unified devotees, most of us, we suffer from these temptations. So we should ask why. Krishna Bhakti should be helping us out. The answer is, it is because of our offenses which we commit to fellow devotees. But because of these offenses, the lust or these temptations, the material desires, they shoot out, they spurt out. So if you are performing offenseless bhakti, giving respect to everyone, then in no time this thing will disappear. But because we are in this material world, we are conditioned to commit offenses. We are conditioned to take the lead. We are conditioned to bypass, bypass. We are conditioned. I'm the first. I'm the first. So we are conditioned to bypass our seniors, Guru Maharaj. So all these offenses, they accrue, pile together, pile up, and ultimately our lusty desires, they are fanned by our offenses, and they erupt. And the neophyte devotee, he's shocked. Even though I'm performing Krishna Bhakti, why are these lusty desires again sprouting up? But Arjuna, he is above the Rati state. He is Nitya Parshad. There's no question of offenses. There's no question of anything in Arjuna and Pandavas. Okay, that's the idea, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. Now we will ask last time if any devotee has any question, please raise your hand or you can directly ask. Yeah, yes, Professor. We can conclude.
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय.
Jai.
जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. पति
Jai.
पावन श्रीपाद महाराज की जय.
Jai.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you all for joining. See you in tomorrow's Bhagavatam class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.